Buenos días, chiquititos. Hoy en la clase vamos a repasar, saber y conocer para la pruebita. So what's the first thing we're doing in class today? Saber and conocer. Out on your desk right now, you need your rompecabezas. Rompecabezas. This is the activity you worked on in Partners last Friday. And you're going to be turning this in today. You will not get credit for your rompecabezas until you've made corrections to it. And you've shown me that you totally understand how to do this. We're going to do that together right now. The second thing you need out on your desk besides your rompecabezas is your entry task. Your entry task. And your entry task today is on the daily outline. The daily outline is totally and completely caught up. Okay, and for the entry task, you needed to copy down these sentences. So if you're doing this from home right now, feel free to pause the video and copy down these sentences for the entry task. Okay, so for our entry task, it said traducir las oraciones. Traducir is one of our new verbs. ¿Qué significa traducir? To translate. And how does the yo form of traducir end? Muy bien, traduzco. It's one of those ZCO verbs. What else turns to ZCO? Traduzco. Conduzco. What conduzco is from what verb? To drive. Conducir. What is another one? We've got two. Conozco is from the verb to know. To know, which is conocer. What else? How do you say to offer? Ofrecer. And how do you say I offer? Repite. Yo ofrezco. Okay, we have repite. Yo conduzco. Yo traduzco. Ofrezco. Conozco. And is there one more? To seem. How do you say to seem? Parecer. And it would be yo parezco. All of those end in Z, C, O. All of those are on your quiz on Friday. Okay, those are on your quiz on Friday. Those 5 verbs. Ofrezco, conozco, traduzco. Did I get ofrezco? I can't even remember now. Ofrezco, conduzco, traduzco, parezco, and conozco. Okay, all 5 of those. Okay. Another thing on your quiz, and the biggest portion of your quiz on Friday, is saber versus conocer. So saber has 5 letras, 5 letras, and 5 uses. What do you know for saber? When do we use saber?
We're talking about pieces of information.
To know knowledge and to know pieces of information. Knowledge, pieces of information. What else?
What? Question words?
Okay, anytime they go with a question word. Do you know when the game is? Do you know what we're doing in class today? Do you know who the teacher is? All of those are question words. And whenever we use a question word, we always use what verb?
Saber.
Saber. Okay, so one more time. Whenever we use a question word, we always use what verb?
Saber.
Saber. Saber. So saber for information, facts, okay, or knowledge, and to know with question words, right? Question words. What else?
How to do something.
How to do something. It's going to be saber plus an infinitive, and we need our 5th finger. What is it? To know that. How do you say to know that? Saber plus K. With or without the accent? Without. Okay, to know knowledge. To know information or facts. To know how to do something. To know with a question word. And to know that. Okay, those are our 5 for saber. Conocer is 3. Conocer, this was our symbol for conocer. What is conocer?
Person.
People.
To know people. To know people, absolutely. To be acquainted with a person. Okay, what else?
Places.
To know places. Okay, I know Spokane really well. No, I don't. That's totally false. I know Bozeman really well. I can get all the way around Bozeman. I know where everything is in Bozeman. Okay, to know a place. Okay, and then our last one is lamp. And what does lamp stand for? To know literature, art, music, and poetry. Okay, literature, art, music, and poetry. Lamp is our 3rd one. Okay, lamp, to know a place and to know people. Okay, conocer. Good review. All right, let's look at our rompecabezas first and do a little bit of correcting before we do the entry task. Okay, so we're going to look at our rompecabezas. Number 1, I don't know your size of shirt. I don't know your size of shirt. And can you see the answers really well on here?
Yeah.
Because if you need to step up or come forward, you certainly can. Okay, I don't know your size of shirt. Yo could be your personal pronoun, okay? No sé. Everybody look at your sé. Does it have an accent over the E?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Both of our verbs to know have irregular yo forms. Saber is yo sé with an accent, and what's conocer? Yo conozco. It ends in Z-C-O. Okay? No sé tu talla. What does tu mean without the accent? Your. Make sure you didn't put an accent. I don't know your talla. What is talla? Size. De. Of. And what's a camisa? Shirt. What kind of shirt? Long sleeve shirt. Okay? Yo no sé tu talla de camisa. Okay? So you should have that corrected on your paper with a brightly colored correcting pen. If you do not have this brightly colored correcting pen to get it all corrected, I'm not giving you your points, okay? In order to get points, you need to do corrections on this. Because I highly doubt everybody's got it totally perfect. Maybe. It could happen. Okay, number 2. So, I don't know your size of shirt. Why was that saber?
Because it's thing.
Knowing information. It's knowing information. A fact. One thing, okay? Do you know my uncle Francisco? Do you know my uncle Francisco? Okay? Conoces mi tío Francisco. Conoces a, why is this personal a here? Knowing a person. Knowing a person. Conoces a mi tío. Does mi need an accent?
No.
No, that way it means my. Tío has an accent over the sobre la I and Francisco. Is it worth it to correct these right now?
Yeah.
Okay. And why is it conocer for this one? It's knowing a person. I know these head wreckers are hard, you guys. I totally realize that. But the reason I have you do them is because they're very similar to the quiz questions. They're really similar to the quiz questions on Friday. It's a book activity, and so it has a lot of book questions on it also. Okay? Next one. Who knows how to bargain with the vendors? Who knows how to bargain with the vendors? ¿Quién? Why did you know it's quién, not quiénes?
There's one person.
One person. ¿Quién sabe regatear con los vendedores? Vendedores. Okay, regatear. ¿Qué significa regatear? To bargain. To bargain. Okay. My sister-in-law is such a good bargainer. Okay, when she goes to the street market, that she brings tears to their eyes. She brings tears to their eyes. Okay, so you can remember that one. Regatear is to bargain, and you bargain so well that you bring the vendedores to tears. Okay, that's our rememberer. If that doesn't work for you, then that's okay. Okay, why did we use saber for this one instead of conocer? Why? Because you're telling me you know how to do something. Good. Okay, next one. I don't know the travel agent. I don't know the travel agent. Yo no conozco. Make sure you have this personal. La agenta de viajes. Okay? Yo no conozco. I don't know. La agente, the agent de viajes, of travel, the travel agent. Okay, now tell me this. Why did we use conocer in this one?
There's a person.
Knowing a person. Why did we use conocer? Because we're knowing a person. Good, good. Knowing a person. Thank you guys very much for your participation. Your classmates who aren't here today taking the PSAT will really appreciate this video later. So thank you. The sales clerk. Okay, so we have vendor and we have a sales clerk. Okay, vendor is vendedor, right? And think of outside vendors, maybe, okay? A sales clerk, what is the word for sales clerk? Dependientes. Sales clerks depend on commission to make money. That's how I remember that one. Dependiente. Sales clerks depend on commissions to make money. Okay? Now, these ones are las dependientas, because they are all female. Las dependientas saben vender. Why did we use saber? They know how to do something. They know how to sell. Toda la ropa. Why is toda feminine? La ropa is feminine. All of the clothing. How come this adjective all can go before instead of after? What is the only type of adjective that can go before? Adjectives of quantity. Like mucho and poco. Mucho and poco. Okay, nice job. Okay, next one. We know the city of Santiago. We know the city of Santiago. There's actually 2 Santiagos internationally. Santiago de Compostela in Spain and Santiago in Chile. And actually, I feel like there's one more. But anyway, nosotros conocemos la ciudad de Santiago. Primero, why did we use conocer?
Because it's
To know a place. Conocer because it's to know a place. Now, why is there not an a after conocer? Usually there's always an a. Why is there not an a this time? It's knowing a place, not a person. And if it was a person, you would need a personal Okay, todo bien? I don't drive the car of my parents. I don't drive the car of my parents. No, repite, conduzco. Okay, conducir is to drive. How do you say a driver? Conductor. A conductor has to conducir, to drive. Okay, no conduzco. I don't drive el auto, the car. De. What's de? Of mis padres. Why is mis plural? Why is mis, M-I-S, instead of just M-I, my parents?
It's 2 parents.
Padres is plural, so your possessive adjective has to agree with it. Okay, next one. You seem to be worried or preoccupied. You seem to be worried or occupied. What is the verb to seem? Oops, sorry. To seem. What's the verb to seem? Repite. Parecer. Parecer. Oh, I can't hear you. Parecer. Parecer. Yo parezco. Okay, parecer is to seem, and it's one of our ZCOs in the yo form, parezco. But in this one, it's tú pareces. You seem. What do you seem to be?
worried. / I'm worried.
Okay, would you say you seem, you are worried? No, you seem to be worried. Why did we use estar preocupada instead of ser preocupada?
Because they can stop being
State of being. It is a mental state of being, absolutely, to be preoccupied or worried. Okay, nice job. You all formal, do you guys realize that we're reviewing for other parts of the test when I ask you these random questions?
Yeah.
You know they're not totally just random. Okay, when I ask you all these little side questions, they're things you need to know on the test. Okay? Ustedes, you all formal, translate the emails. Ustedes traducen, what is traducen? What verb is that? Traducir or traducer? Traducir. Traducir, and it's one that ends in ZCO. Yo traduzco. Okay? Ustedes traducen los correos electrónicos. Okay? ¿Todo bien? ¿Sí? Last one. Oh, second to last one. Sorry. This is long. Nosotros sabemos dónde está el hotel. Now, this is a great example for several reasons. First of all, why is it nosotras? All girls, yeah. Sabemos dónde está el hotel. Why did we use saber in this one? This is a new use. Huh? Where it is. So what is that?
Place.
What is where?
Direction.
Knowledge.
What is it?
Question word.
It's a question word. Nosotros sabemos dónde. We know where the hotel is. So it's a question word. That's why we had to use saber, because it was a question word. Okay? Nosotros sabemos dónde. Check your dónde. Do you have an accent over the O?
Yeah.
Okay. Está, accent over the A. El hotel. Why is it está el hotel instead of es el hotel?
Because you already have a verb.
It's a position. It's the location of a
Verb.
Place.
Place, location. Location, right? Location, location, location. Okay? Location of a person or a place or an object is a star, but what's the location of an event? Ser. Location of an event is always ser. Okay? Last one. She knows the employees of the shop. Ella conoce los empleados. She knows the employees. They are people, so you need a personal a. De la tienda. What is la tienda? The store or the shop. The store or the shop. Nice job. The store or the shop. Okay, let's move on to our entry task, please. Okay, number 1. I know Miss Ruddock. I know Miss Ruddock. You guys can do these. If you're in class today, you may do them on your whiteboard, and I'll check you off. If you're not in class, you need to write this on a piece of paper because I am going to collect the entry tasks today. Uh-oh. So you guys can grab a whiteboard and a marker, or you can write them down, whichever you prefer. If you're in class, you can do either one. If you're not in class, then you need to write it down.
I don't know where mine are right now. Hold on.
FR.
You said what?
It's an FR.
All right, rapido. Remember, we're recording still. Okay, número 1. I know Miss Ruddock. I know Miss Ruddock. I know you may or may not be able to see this really well. It's on the daily outline. I know Miss Ruddock. I'm a person. I'm a person, and I'm not just any old Miss Ruddock. I am the Mrs. Ruddock. Or Ms. Ruddock, in fact, actually. When you finish writing, compare it to mine. Okay, let's see it. Boards up. Yo conozco la señorita Ruddock. Okay, conozco a. You're knowing a person, so you need a personal a. Okay, and then remember, señor, señora, and señorita always have a definite article before. Okay? A la profe Ruddock is fine too. A la profe Ruddock is fine too, absolutely. Number 2, we do not know Ecuador. Okay, to know Ecuador is knowing a what? Place. So saber or conocer? Conocer. So let's see it. We do not know Ecuador. Conocer. We do not know Ecuador. Let's see it. Nice. Alex, can you see this color pin, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, número 2, nosotros no, repite, conocemos. No conocemos Ecuador. Okay, we are knowing a place, so we don't need a personal law. It's not knowing a person. Yes?
Can you put the no in front of nosotros too?
No, because you're not answering a question. You're not saying no. I didn't look at you and say, hey, do you know Ecuador? No, I don't know Ecuador. You're just saying, I don't know Ecuador. Good question. That's a really good question. Any others? Okay, número 3. I know when, hint, 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 I know when the next quiz is. When is the next quiz? Friday. Okay, I know when the next quiz is. Okay, if you know when something is that saber or conocer?
Saber.
Why?
Because it's a question.
Question word, okay? Proxima is next. You'll say, I know when is the next quiz. Does this when need an accent?
No,
No, it's not a
because it's not asking when is the time.
I'm not asking you when is the test. I'm saying I know when the test is. Okay? Número 3. Oops, sorry, that wasn't numero 3. Numero 4. Do you know when the concert is? Now, listen for this one. Do you know when the concert is? Now am I asking a question?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you need an accent over that cuando. Do you know when the concert is? Concierto is concert. Concierto. Concierto. So sound it out.
Wait, what was concert?
Concierto. Okay. Do you know when the concert is? Ser or a star?
Ser.
Because it's
It's an event.
event. ¿Sabes cuándo es? What was it? El concierto.
Yes.
¿Sabes cuándo es el concierto? 2 question marks and an accent over your cuándo. You got that, Oren? ¿Todo bien? ¿Sabes cuándo es el concierto? Okay, the personal pronoun to, if it's in the answer, it goes before to. It goes before the verb. If it's in the question, where would it go if you wanted to have this? After. It can either go after sabes, or it could go at the very end of your sentence. But it does go after the verb when it's a question. When it's an answer, it goes before the verb. Yeah.
Can it always go at the, like, can
Yeah.
that just be your go-to?
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes.
Is there like a puzzle set of the to know and to see and
Let's look at our resource packet. If you look at your resource packet today, and actually before I forget this, I want to make sure and mention this. Tonight's homework is page 24 in your packet. If you look at section 6.4 for demonstrative adjectives, tonight we're doing packet page 24. Tomorrow we're doing 212. You can kind of work ahead on the homework if you want to. Okay? We're on 6.4. If you're absent today and you miss the lesson, you're going to go to the demonstrative adjective YouTube video to figure out how to do this. Go to the demonstrative adjective YouTube video, and you can watch that to teach yourself how to do this. Where else could you learn this? 6.4 in your book. Section 6.4 in your book. So your homework tonight is packet page 24, and to finish your VHL that's due tomorrow at midnight. VHL is due tomorrow at midnight. Remember, Homework Center, if you need access to computers. Okay, this is 6.4 in your book, or there's a YouTube video, both. And both are listed in your resource packet right here. Okay, Saber and Conocer, let's look at the resource packet. There is not one to practice it yet. I can work on doing that for next year, though. Sorry. Okay, number 5. We need to get this done. She knows how to bargain. Ella sabe. How do you say how to bargain? Regatear. Ella sabe regatear. Okay, and we're going to stop right there for today. Okay, we'll finish the rest later. Okay? All right, so remember, packet page 24 is your homework. Watch the YouTube video or read and take amazing notes out of your book on 6.4. Adios.